All right. You are playing a game of land and water tiles. Pick the piece that will make the equal. Oops, that will make the map have equal amounts of land and water. So you need the land and water to be the same. All right. So Petit, I see you joined us. We're on iReady, understand ratio concepts. So if I take this first one,
You are playing a game with land and water tiles. Pick the piece that will make the map have equal amounts of land
all
and
right,
water.
David, I see you joined us also. So that's good. So if I take the first one, it's 6 and 10. That's not equal. So that's the wrong one. I do this one, 7 and 9. That's not equal. I do this one, 8 and 8. Oh, that is equal. So that's going to be the correct answer.
A ratio compares two quantities, such as land and water. The ratio of land to water in this level is 8 to 8. Fill in the map so that it has equal amounts of land and water.
All right. So, David, which one of these options is going to give us the equal amount?
You
Yeah.
got me?
Which one of these options will give us the same number of land and water? I'll do them one at a time. You can tell me if it's right or wrong. All right. Is this one right? No,
Yes.
it's not because it's 9 and 7. You need it to be equal. 9 is not equal to 7. Let's try this one.
Oh. Alright.
This one equal? All right,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that one is.
How come it's equal?
Because
Yes.
they didn't.
The ratio of land to water in this level is 8 to 8. The next level should have more land than water. Which piece should we add to the map?
All right, so we'll go with Leanna on this one. It says we need more land than water. So the land number needs to be bigger than the water number. All right. So Leanna, is this one correct?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
All right. The
Everything you
next
said.
level should have more land than water. Which piece should we add to the map? So it says more land than water. So the land number needs to be bigger than the water number. Right now it's 7 and 9. So is this one good? All right.
No.
So let's try the next one. This one good? All right, let's try the
No.
next one. This one good? Why is this one
Yes.
good?
Because the number is bigger than the water
Yes,
number.
that's correct.
The ratio of land to water in this level is 9 to 7. Fill in the map so that there is 3 times as much water as land.
All right. Farge. We need the land number to be 3 times. Oh no, the water number to be 3 times the land. Because it says 3 times as much water. So is 6 times 3 10? Yeah, no. So we'll try the next one. It's 3 times 3 13. Farge. All right, no, that's not right. All right. It's 4 times 3 12. Yes, so this is the correct one because it says there's 3 times as much water as land. So that means the land times 3 needs to equal the water. So,
The ratio of land to water in this level is 4 to 12. Kevin has a biscuit recipe that includes flour and buttermilk. He makes a batch of biscuits using 4 cups of flour and 3 cups of buttermilk. Make a diagram to show the amount of flour and buttermilk Kevin uses.
All right, so this one is pretty easy. It says 4 cups of flour. So 4 cups of flour, 3 cups of buttermilk. So 3 cups of buttermilk.
Enter the ratio of cups of flour to
All
cups
right,
of buttermilk.
Jamesley, how many cups of flour are there? Yeah, 4. And then Jamesley, how many cups of buttermilk are there?
3.
Oh, I couldn't hear you very well.
Actually 3.
All right, I hope you said 3. Nishani, it looks like you just joined us. So we're on iReady right now. When you go to iReady, there should be, what's it called? 2 windows up. So you can have my iReady on one side and your iReady on the other side, so you can follow along and do them at the same time. So for anybody that doesn't understand this, there's 4 cups of flour. It tells you right here, and you can see in the picture, and 3 cups of buttermilk. So 3 cups buttermilk right there.
Enter the ratio of cups of buttermilk to cups of flour.
All right. Petit, how many cups of buttermilk are there? All right. You said what? Yes, that's correct.
3.
And then how many cups of flour? Yes,
4.
3 cups of buttermilk to 4 cups of flour.
These ratios compare one ingredient to another in the recipe. A parfait is a layered dessert that can also be served for breakfast. Layers can include yogurt, ice cream, or pudding and fruit, granola, or nuts. Lana's grandmother makes a parfait using 12 ounces of yogurt and 8 ounces of fresh fruit. Make a diagram to show the amount of yogurt and fruit Lana's grandmother uses.
All right, so 12 ounces of yogurt. So 12 ounces of yogurt, 8 ounces of fruit. All right, Torian, we're on iReady.
Enter the ratio of ounces of yogurt to total ounces
You
in the
can probably
parfait.
catch up. We didn't start too long ago. Nishani, how many ounces of yogurt are there? David, how many ounces of yogurt are there?
12.
All right, and how many total ounces are in the parfait?
20.
All right, how did you get 20? Because I don't see 20.
By adding it.
Yes, that's correct. You got to add the yogurt and the fruit. 12 plus 8 is 20. So you got to make sure you're paying attention to what they're asking for.
Enter the ratio of ounces of fruit to total ounces in the parfait.
All right, so David, what's this going to be?
8 and 20.
Yeah, 8 ounces of fruit, and same thing. There's 20 total. There's 12 plus 8 is 20.
Great work! These ratios compare one ingredient to the total amount in both ingredients. Malik's famous chili cheese dip is made with 6 ounces of chili and 3 ounces of cream cheese. Make a diagram to show the amount of chili and cheese in Malik's recipe.
6 ounces of chili, 3 ounces of cream cheese.
Describe the relationship between 6 ounces and 3 ounces.
All right. So the amount of chili is blank times the amount of cream cheese. So we'll go with Leanna. So 3 times what is 6?
You got me?
Yeah, I called on you. The amount
What's
of
up?
the amount of chili is blank times the amount of cheese. So there's 6 ounces of chili, 3 ounces of cheese. So how many times bigger is the chili than the cheese?
18.
Well, 6 times 3 is 18, but they're asking 3 times what is 6?
Oh, 2.
Yes, 2, because the amount of chili is 2 times the amount of cream cheese. Because if you have cheese 1, 2 times, you got the amount of chili.
Naomi makes chili cheese dip with 8 ounces of chili and 2 ounces of cream cheese. Make a diagram to show the amount of chili and cheese in Naomi's recipe.
All right. Chili cheese dip, 8 ounces of chili and 2 ounces of cream cheese.
Describe the relationship between 8 ounces and 2 ounces.
All right. Petit, the amount of chili is blank times the amount of cream cheese. All right, Farge. The amount of chili is blank times the amount of cream cheese. You said what? All right. I couldn't hear, but I think I heard 4. So yes, 4. Take the cheese, multiply it by 4, you get the chili.
Whose recipe would make a cheesier dip?
Jameis Lee. Whose recipe will make a cheesier dip? All right, Torian. Whose recipe would make a cheesier dip?
Naomi,
All right, why do you pick Naomi?
cause the chili gets 4 times.
All right, but it says a cheesier dip. So let's look at the cheese. How much cheese does Malik have?
3,
And how much cheese does Naomi have?
2.
So who's got the cheesier one? So it looks like Malik got the cheesier one because he got 3 cheeses and Naomi only has 2. He also has less chili than Naomi has. So that means the cheese is going to mean more in Malik's than it is going to mean in Naomi's. So whenever the question, because you're gonna have a question like this on the quiz, whenever they ask like which one is like cheesier or sweeter or sugarier, you need to find the one that has like more of the thing they're talking about.
Atole is a traditional Mexican beverage made with milk and masa, corn flour, and sweetened with piloncillo, brown sugar. Vanilla, cinnamon, and salt are added for flavor. Marta made a batch of atole for her family, but she decided it wasn't sweet enough. Change the amount of sugar to show a sweeter atole.
All right, Queen Africa, we're on iReady, so you can get on iReady and you can probably catch up. All right, so we'll go with David. It says change the amount of sugar to show a sweeter atole. So if we want it to be sweeter, do we want it to have more sugar or less sugar?
More sugar.
All right, so tell me how much sugar you want this to have.
8. Put it up to 8.
8. All right.
Now, change the amount of flour to show a sweeter atole.
All right, so still David's turn. Now this time we're going to change the flour. So if we want it to be sweeter, do we want it to be more flour or less flour?
A less flour.
All right, so what do you want to change it to?
Put it down to 3.
3. All right. So that's correct. So everybody understands when it says sweeter, that means you need more sugar. So that's why this one up here is good, because there's more sugar than flour. And this one down here is good because it's more sugar than flour.
Nice. Now, change the amount of flour and sugar to show a sweeter atole. Keep the total number of tablespoons the same as in the original recipe.
All right, so in the original recipe, we have 10 ounces total. So Leanna, it's going to be your turn. We need this to be sweeter. So we need there to be more sugar than flour. So can you tell me the numbers that you want to have for flour and sugar where they add up to 10, but there's more sugar?
You said more sugar?
Yeah, there needs to be more sugar, but the two numbers need to add up to 10 still. So how much sugar do you want?
I'll say go up one more.
One more?
And then,
All right. So if we go up one more, we have more sugar now, but our numbers add up to 11. We need it to add up to 10. So what do we have to do with the flour?
I thought you. Never mind. Okay.
You can keep the sugar at 6, but now we need to adjust the flour. What do we need to change the flour to so that it adds up to 10?
4.
4. Yes, that's correct. So that's an acceptable answer because 4 plus 6 is 10. Another acceptable answer would have been if we did 7 and 3 because they add up to 10. Another one could be 8 and 2 because they add up to 10. Another one could be 9 and 1 because they add up to 10. And another one could be 10 and 0 because they add up to 10 and there's more sugar. But we'll go with Leanna's. She wanted 6 and 4.
A group of 60 students at Franklin Middle School were asked which type of music they listen to more often, alternative or pop. Enter the ratio of students who chose alternative to students who chose pop.
All right. Queen Africa, how many students chose alternative? All right. Petit, how many students chose alternative? Oh, actually, Queen Africa answered. Never mind. Queen Africa, how many students chose alternative? $15. Yes.
15.
All right. And then Queen Africa, how many students chose pop? Correct.
Describe the relationship between 45 students and 15 students.
All right. So Queen Africa, the number of students who chose pop is blank times the number of students who chose alternative. So they're basically asking 15 times what is 45? Yes, 3. So 15 times 3 is 45.
Enter the ratio of students who chose alternative to the total number of students surveyed.
All right, Petit, how many students chose alternative? Farge, how many students chose alternative?
15.
All right, and how many total students?
60.
All right. If anybody's not sure where those came from, they came from the table.
Describe the relationship between 60 students and 15 students.
All right. Farge, the total number of students surveyed is blank times the number of students who chose alternative. So it's asking 15 times what is 60?
4.
Yeah, Torian helped you out. Yes, 4 is correct.
Way to go! A group of 30 students at Montgomery Middle were asked which type of music they listen to more often, alternative or pop. Enter the ratio of students who chose alternative to students who chose pop.
All right, Torian, how many alternative students?
20.
How many pop students?
10.
All right.
Describe the relationship between 20 students and 10 students.
All right, Torian, the number of students that chose alternative is blank times the number of students who chose pop.
2.
Yes. Sorry, excuse me.
Enter the ratio of students who chose pop to the total number of students surveyed.
All right, David, how many students chose pop?
10.
And how many total students?
30.
Describe the relationship between 30 students
3.
and 10 students.
Yes, that's correct. The total number of students surveyed is 3 times the number of students who chose pop.
A group of 48 students at Lakeview Middle School were asked which type of music they listen to more often, country, hip-hop, or rock. Enter the ratio of students who chose rock to students who chose hip-hop.
All right, Leanna, how many students chose rock?
please don't say that's wrong.
You said what?
8.
8. And how many chose hip hop?
24.
All right.
Describe the relationship between 24 students and 8 students.
All right, so Leanna, your turn again. The number of students that chose hip hop is blank times the number of students who chose rock.
Um, hold on. That's wait. You gotta multiply it.
It's 8 times something is 24.
Oh wow, 3. It's 3.
Yes, that's correct. The number of students that chose hip hop is 3 times the number of students who chose rock.
Enter the ratio of students who chose rock to students who chose country.
All right, Queen Africa, how many students chose rock? Yes, and how many chose country? Yes.
Describe the relationship between 16 students and 8 students.
All right, so Queen Africa, the number of students who chose country is how many times the number of students who chose rock? They're asking for a number. So it's 8 times something is 16. Queen Africa, do you know? 8 times something is 16. Oh, so I'm asking 8 times what is 16? Two, yes. So the number of students who chose country is 2 times the number of students who chose rock.
Enter the ratio of students who chose hip hop to the total number of students surveyed.
All right, Jameis Lee, how many students chose hip hop? All right, Farge, how many students chose hip hop?
What you said?
How many students chose hip hop?
24,
How many total students are there?
48.
All right.
Describe the relationship between 48 students and 24 students.
All right, so the total number of students surveyed is blank times the number of students who chose hip hop. Farge.
3.
Nope, 24 times 3 is 72. So it's got to be smaller than 3.
I can't hear you.
You said what?
I can't hear you.
I couldn't hear, but I think you said 2. So 2 is correct. 24 times 2 is 48.
Last spring, Kai planted a total of 9 green peppers and tomatoes in the community garden. He planted 2 times as many green peppers as tomatoes. Make a diagram to show the amount of green peppers and tomatoes that Kai planted.
All right, so this one's a little tricky if you're not paying attention. So make sure you're paying attention here. All right, it says there's a total of 9. So we need this total right here to add up to 9. and it says he planted 2 times as many green peppers as tomatoes. So that means for every 1 tomato, he did 2 green peppers. Right now, our total is 3. So that's not good enough. We need to get to 9. So we're going to add another tomato. But whenever we add a tomato, we got to add 2 green peppers. So 2 more green peppers. Right now, we're at 6. So we got to keep going. So add another tomato, but that means we got to add 2 more green peppers. And that's 9.
Enter the ratio of green peppers to tomatoes.
So green peppers is 6. And tomatoes is 3.
Start with 1 tomato. Make a diagram to show 2 times as many green peppers.
So it's the same thing I just did. 1 tomato with 2 green peppers. Because it says 2 times as many green peppers as tomatoes.
1 tomato plus 2 green peppers is 3 total vegetables. We need 9, so let's keep going.
Same thing I did.
Use 2 tomatoes.
2 tomatoes.
Make a diagram to show 2 times as many green peppers.
So we need 2 times this. So you do 2 times 2, which is 4. So 2, 4.
2 tomatoes plus 4 green peppers is 6 total vegetables. We still need more, so let's try again. Now, use 3 tomatoes. Make a diagram to show 2 times as many green peppers.
So there's 2 times. So 2 times 3 is 6. So we need 6.
3 tomatoes plus 6 green peppers is 9 total vegetables. Enter the ratio of green peppers to tomatoes.
So again, same thing we did earlier. 6 green peppers, 3 tomatoes.
Camila planted a total of 16 radishes and carrots in the community garden. She planted 3 times as many radishes as carrots. Make a diagram to show the amount of carrots and radishes that Camila planted.
All right, Torian, how many carrots and radishes do we need?
16.
All right, so how many are carrots and how many are radishes?
Radishes. Carrots, 8.
8, what?
Carrots.
8 carrots. All right. So let's see what happens when we do 8 carrots. So if we have 8 carrots and we need 16 total, that means we got to have 8 radishes. And they're the same. But it says you have 3 times as many radishes as carrots. So let's start over and do one at a time. So if we have 1 carrot, how many radishes do we need? If it says we have 3 times as many. So what's 1 times 3?
3.
3. So let's try that. So we got 3, but when we add them up together, it's 4. It's not 16. So let's try another carrot. So we have another carrot. What's 2 times 3?
What you say?
What's 2 times 3?
6.
6. That means we need to have 6 radishes. But we only got 8 here. We need 16. So let's try another carrot. So now we got 3 carrots. So what's 3 times 3?
9.
All right, so let's move this to 9. We only got 12. We need 16. So let's try another carrot. All right, what's 4 times 3?
12.
All right, so let's see. 4 plus 12. Oh, that's 16. So it looks like it's going to be our answer.
That's it. Enter the ratio of carrots to radishes.
All right. So, Torian, what's this ratio?
4 to 12.
Yes.
Start with 1 carrot. Make a diagram to show 3 times as many radishes.
So that's exactly what we just did. 1 times 3 is 3.
1 carrot plus 3 radishes is only 4 vegetables. Keep going until you have a total of 16 vegetables. Make a diagram to show the amount of carrots and radishes that Camila planted.
All right. 1 carrot. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 carrots. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 carrots. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 carrots. 4 times 3 is 12. And now we got 16 total.
4 carrots plus 12 radishes is 16 total vegetables. Enter the ratio of carrots to radishes.
The same thing Torian just did for us. 4 carrots to 12 radishes.
Miguel picked a total of 25 tomatoes and cucumbers at the community garden. He picked 4 times as many tomatoes as cucumbers. Make a diagram to show the number of tomatoes and cucumbers that Miguel picked.
All right, David, you're going to help us with this one. Do you know how many tomatoes and how many cucumbers there are?
20 tomatoes and 5 cucumbers.
All right, let's see if that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 cucumbers, and you said 20 tomatoes, 4 times as many tomatoes as cucumbers. So that means we got to do 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. So that is correct because it said we needed 25, and 20 plus 5 is 25.
Enter the ratio of tomatoes to cucumbers.
So David, what's the ratio?
20,
2,
5.
correct.
Start with 1 cucumber. Make a diagram to show 4 times as many tomatoes.
So 4 times as many. So you got to do 1 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. So there's 4 tomatoes when there's 1 cucumber.
1 cucumber plus 4 tomatoes is only 5 vegetables. Keep going until you have a total of 25 vegetables. Make a diagram to show the number of tomatoes and cucumbers that Miguel picked.
So 1 times 4 is 4. Now another cucumber. 2 times 4 is 8. Another cucumber. 3 times 4 is 12. Another cucumber. 4 times 4 is 16. And another cucumber. 5 times 4
I'm
is
done.
20. And 20 plus 5 is 25.
5 cucumbers plus 20 tomatoes is 25 total vegetables. Enter the ratio of tomatoes to cucumbers.
And like David told us, there's 20 tomatoes and 5 cucumbers.